perguntar em inglês porque a tradução do stream tá meio ruim. First of all, how did you score the fight against Perry tonight?
Well, while I'm in the fight, it's kind of hard to score. In my mind, I was taking all the rounds. I think I was putting the best shots. He connected some shots, but nothing that I ever felt in danger. But, apparently, it was a closer fight than I thought. I'm not sure. I have to watch it again. But I believe I did, more than enough to win the fight. I think I really went in there, got the better shots, dominated, connected good punches and knees and kicks. I was trying to, use the diversity and put on the pressure on him. And I felt I did a good job.
At the post-fight quotes that UFC sends us, I think you mentioned that you think you won the first and second round and lost the third. Is that how you still feel the fight? You still remember it?
Yeah, in my mind, I think that would be it because, I felt good the first and second rounds. Third round, I was good. Once I connected the knee, he got into my legs and took me down. So I thought maybe the takedown, it could count for him. And for that reason, maybe they gave him that round.
He went for the guillotine, but he was bleeding so much that maybe that helped him escape as well.
Yeah, third round is kind of hard. Not only the blood was a hard part, but also we're tired. The arms are not with the same power that they have in the first round. So I put the pressure. It wasn't so sunk in, but I still kept pressuring him. And once he got out, there wasn't much time left. But I wasn't sure it was going to finish. I don't think it was going to finish. I just wanted to keep myself active and keep trying to finish the fight.
When the fight was over, were you confident that you would get the win?
Definitely. I mean, in my mind, I was sure that I got that victory. I think, I put the pressure on him. I showed what I can do. And overall, I think I got a good win.
Hi. Vou fazer inglês. You put on the type of fight that for the fans is awesome, but we know that for you guys, it's sometimes not as much fun considering the damage. And I remember when we talked before the fight, you mentioned that you weren't looking to get a Barbarina type fight, but that you would be ready. And then at one point of the fight, I noticed you were bloodied, and I think he had landed something, and you just looked at him and you laughed that was awesome. So my question is, do you actually enjoy and have fun in these types of tough, gritty fights?
I have fun every single time I'm in the cage, in the octagon. So, it's I do this because I love this. I love fighting. So every single time, no matter how hard the guy's going to hit me or in the bad situation he's going to put me, I'm still going to have fun working out of that and improving my position and looking for the win. And at that moment, he had landed something and everybody started screaming. He smiled a little bit, so I smiled back at him because he was enjoying the fight and I was enjoying it as well. And I said, hey, let's keep going. It's just guys like Perry are the kind of guys that make it worth have a fight like that. And when we get in there and we give it all, I have a lot of respect for a guy like that. I think not everybody would take what he took. Everybody saw how his nose was, and he didn't quit. He went till the last second of that fight. So a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, you're talking about the shots that he took, but for us looking, it seemed like he also cracked you pretty hard. And you said that you never felt in danger, but to us it looked like he was landing hard, and we know that he has power. I mean, how did you feel his punches?
He definitely has power. He landed some good shots. The good thing is that I can take that power. I have a good chin, so I don't want to rely on my chin only. I try to move around and try to block as much as I could. But when he landed, I felt the power, but he never I never felt hurt. I knew that he had landed a good shot, keep moving, and put pressure on him.
You talked about Steven Thompson, and I think it makes sense considering that you wanted a ranked opponent. But other than the fact that he's ranked, is there anything about the way he fights and his style that intrigues you?
I love fighting all the strikers in the division. I think he's one of the best strikers. He has a different style, karate style. So I would love to test myself against a guy like that.
And you mentioned you think you deserve a top opponent, and I think you made it pretty clear tonight. But at the same time, you're a fighter who really likes to be active. You have been active. if you are not able to get your ranked opponent, I mean, do you stop and sort of wait a little this time, or are you still looking to stay active?
You know, that's a hard question because in my heart, I just want to fight. But at this moment, and with the fights I've been putting, and in the last 10 months, I had 4 fights. I think I'm doing what I deserve to have a top opponent, you know, a top 10. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to fighting a top 10. I'm not considering something else right now. We never know, but I want my top 10 fight.
Do you have a timeline in your mind for when you would like to have at least we talked a little bit about this, and you said you talked about your plan about being in the top 10 by the end of the year and then the top 3, but do you put a timeline in your mind of when you want to be at least close to a title at this point?
You know, I don't know. I want to be top 10 this year. Next year, I want to be into the top 5. And depending on who I fight and the way I get those fights, maybe 2020 is the year to get the title. But I don't try to put a limit. I'm here to go all the way. If it takes 5 years or if it takes 6 months, I'm still going to be the same guy and work as hard as I always work.
Just a final one. What's the plan for the 50K?
My plan is always to keep my money and try to invest it in an intelligent way. And that's what I'm going to do again.